The online component isn't even out yet, and I'm already ranting about it. That's a first, even for me. What online component am I talking about? The most anticipated online component for any video game since GTA Online, Red Dead Online. If you're unaware of the release schedule, the very confusing release schedule, let me read it to you, straight off the newswire. Tuesday, November 27th, all Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition owners are able to play online. Wednesday, November 28th, all players who played Red Dead Redemption 2 on October 26th, according to our data, gets to play Red Dead Online. Thursday, November 29th, all players who played Red Dead between October 26th and October 29th, according to our data, get to play Red Dead Online. And then finally, Friday, November 30th, all players who own Red Dead Redemption 2 gets to play online. Why am I upset about this? Well, it's not because I'm the odd man out, and I won't be able to play the game until the 30th. It's because the release schedule itself. I fear that Red Dead Online is going to be milked and destroyed the same way GTA Online once was. That game started off fine in the beginning, well, besides, obviously the server issues. And the game slowly became militarized and monetized so much that new players couldn't really get into the game without buying a shard card or some sort of microtransaction or getting some sort of hacked lobby and getting modded money. It was doable, just not in a realistic amount of time. With things like research and gun running, and on all the paywalls and the overpriced items, GTA Online became a cesspool because of Rockstar themselves. A couple things to note, trying to resell us a free jet in the game for $6 million without any additions to it. You guys remember that? The orbital cannon, research and gun running, must I go on? All the paywalls to upgrade all the weaponized vehicles by needing a bunker as well as a MOC. Do you guys remember that? And most of it, pretty much all the decisions Rockstar made had to do with making them money, shark cards. So when you see something like this, players aren't able to actually play Red Dead Online on the first day without actually owning the best edition of the game, the Ultimate Edition. It sort of sets a bad precedent for the game. But Gypsy, Rockstar's only doing this that way the servers don't explode like they did with GTA Online. Bullshit, that's not why, that's part of the reason why. But if that was really the case, what does the Ultimate Edition have to do with it? They could have kept the regular release schedule the way it was. They could have kept that schedule the way it was. And honestly, it was fine. I understand completely. It was a little annoying, but it's fine. But the fact that the only way you get to play the game on day one is if you buy the Ultimate Edition, and the fact that they didn't tell us this until the day before, is fucking horrible. Because now you have people like me that are the odd man out, and our only options are to either wait until the end of the week and listen to everyone else talk about how great online is and we're not allowed to experience it, as a fan like me that's been anticipating online for, months now, or cough up the extra dough. Meaning, if you're like me and you already bought the standard edition on 2 different platforms, if you want to play the game on release day because you want to play with your friends or make YouTube videos, you have to cough up, $80 for the Ultimate Edition? You have to buy the game over again or wait till the end of the week. Overall, it's not that big of a deal. It can be forgiven. But I just think that this whole having to have the Ultimate Edition of Red Dead and not actually announcing it until the day before online releases to play online on release day was a really scummy, underhanded thing of Rockstar to do. And honestly, the way I see it is they only did this so that way they can get some extra sales of the Ultimate Edition. Oh, you only bought the regular edition because you didn't want the bullshit in single player that no one cares about, the War Horse or whatever, the extra mission? Well, guess what, fucker? If you want to play on day one or make a YouTube video so that your channel can actually, sustain and get views and not be late to everything, you have to cough up $80 more on top of the $60 you already paid for. It just sets a bad precedent for Red Dead Online. And I do predict that Red Dead Online is going to be filled with the same, garbage we had GTA Online, filled with things like, weaponized things that don't need to be in a game, things like the orbital cannon, explosive rounds, which are actually in Red Dead Redemption 2. How do we have explosive rounds in the 1800s? I don't know, but Rockstar put them in the game. And I'm afraid that shark cards are going to return in the form of probably buffalo cards or something stupid like that. And I'm not here to complain because I need fan service from Rockstar Games to feel special about myself or anything. It's not about that. It's just a really scummy, underhanded thing to do to your player base. Not only to restrict access to online the first day to premium or Ultimate Edition owners only, but don't tell anyone until literally the day before launch. And like I said, you can use the argument that it's that way the servers don't crash, like they did with GTA Online's horrible launch. But they, like I said before, they could have kept the same release schedule without the whole Ultimate Edition Day 1 version. They really didn't need that. That argument doesn't really have a leg to stand on, because I think it would have been fine without that. But of course, this is Rockstar in 2018. We've seen what they did with GTA Online. We've heard Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, if I'm pronouncing his name right, talking about monetizing Red Dead Online the same way they did with GTA Online. So yeah, this is, I think this is a sign of things to come in the future. Probably not right away directly. They'll probably ease you into it down the road, a couple months down the road. But I think there's a fucking sign to come, and it's sad to see from a company like Rockstar Games, because Rockstar Games is a very talented company. They're seen as, one of the best game companies ever by a lot of people, because usually they don't have skimming practices like other game devs, like EA, for instance. I mean, look back at GTA Online's last, 3 or 4 DLCs, and you'll see what I mean. Look at the prices, look at the paywalls, and look at the dollar per hour, the most dollars per hour a player can earn compared to what they actually have to buy to get buy in the game and get content. Look at how long it would take a level 1 player in 2018 to get to the same level as a player who's been playing the game since the beginning. It shouldn't take that long, because GTA Online was never meant to be like an MMO or anything. But it seems that way. GTA Online feels like a free-to-play MMO, in my opinion. But it's not free-to-play. The problem with it is that it's a $60 retail AAA game. So we shouldn't be having these sort of discussions, because these things shouldn't be happening. The orderable canon shouldn't be a thing. Paywall shouldn't be a thing. The measly amount of in-game cash that you get for spending $100 on a microtransaction shouldn't be a thing. But it is. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in Red Dead Online. I'm not going to go ahead and just make some kind of false claims and look like an idiot in a couple months from now. But I predict that this is just a sign of things to come. And it's pretty unfortunate for a company like Rockstar Games.